What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Bring the Thunder podcast. Feels good to be back. Man, I got to tell you guys, this OKC team, we already thought they were one of the deepest teams in the league. They're about to get even deeper. I believe, let me start with this. If you didn't know, OKC had their first summer league game in Salt Lake City tonight. And there was a few guys out there that, we'd like to keep an eyes on. One being AJ Mitchell, uh, reigning rookie for OKC, now going into his second year. Two, Nikola Topic missed his whole rookie season with an ACL injury, now playing in the summer league. And Brooks Barnheiser, second round pick for OKC in this past draft. Those are the three names we really keep an eye on in this summer league. And I got to tell you, I was very impressed, especially with two guys. AJ Mitchell, I think he has fantastic potential to be really important piece on this Thunder team coming up this season. I think he's going to be, I see hotspot. Yeah, AJ Mitchell, man. I think he's going to be a key part to the rotation. He finished with 24 points and 6 assists on 10 of 18 in 27 minutes. Pretty impressive. I know the level of talent isn't, all NBA talent, but he looked really good as a scorer, as a facilitator. And then you have Topic, who has a lot of hype around him, projected top 5 before the knee injury and last year's draft. 14 points, 4 assists, and 1 board. 6 of 11 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3. Really nice to see. Jumper looked pretty smooth. And then Barnheiser, I have to give Barnheiser a lot of credit. 13 rebounds for a dude who's not extremely tall. 9 points, 13 rebounds, 3 of 5. Looks like a solid two-way player, but I'm super excited for AJ Mitchell, especially to come off the bench, be another ball handler behind Shea, J-Dub, another scorer off the bench, which OKC needs, I don't want to say desperately, but it could be much needed for OKC. And then Topic, I mean, we'll see how he develops. He has a lot of potential, but I think he's got some time. He's only 19 years old. So I think, they'll progress him over the next few years, and then we'll see where we're at with him. But he looked pretty good. Great feel for the game, from Serbia. So, other guys out of Serbia, Jovic, guys who just have good feel. They're taught the basics when they start training, playing basketball when they're young. They play like a really nice style of basketball. Not extremely athletic, but know how to get the job done. But yeah, tonight is just all about AJ Mitchell for real. We saw him get a lot of good minutes in the beginning of the regular season before his foot injury. He was getting, more and more confident as the season was going on for him, and then he went down with that foot injury for about, the rest of the year until the beginning of playoffs, and he didn't get much run in the playoffs because, a rookie who only played 35 games, he's not, on a championship level team, he's not going to get much run. But he looked great. I'm super excited for him. Let's see what Hotspot has to say here. AJ Mitchell, baby. I know people like Topic, but Mitchell is going to be a problem next season. Yeah, I agree with this. Wiggins for sure. I'm looking for Wiggins to be a 6 man of the year candidate next year for sure. But AJ coming off the bench is going to be great. If he could continue this, pick up from where he was last season. He got good experience. He played in the playoffs a bit in some games we were getting blown out. Indiana game, Minnesota game. So key experience for him, but really excited for him. I really think he's going to be a decent part of the rotation next year, and I think that's much needed for OKC. Like I said, Topic, he'll find his way. But I think he's more of a project player. He definitely has good touch for the game, good feel for it, knows how to plays the game the right way, but he's got, the jumper has to still come along. It did look good tonight, but we'll see. He's still got to put on a little bit of size. I don't want to call him frail, but he's not the biggest guy out there. But AJ's looking good. AJ looks super confident, especially because he wasn't playing against the best players tonight. The Grizzlies had, I think, G.G. Jackson, who is now, I believe, a third-year player, and reigning rookie Jalen Wells, who was a starter for them before his injury. So they both had pretty good games. I think 20 points apiece for them. But AJ looked great with those guys. He was going, punch for punch with them, blow for blow. As long as AJ could shoot the ball well, we know what he could do in space. He's a good, passer, playmaker. He has good touch around the rim. If he could extend his game to the 3-point line, this kid's going to get some good run on this Thunder team and, be a key part of it, trying to win back-to-back championships. With that being said, so OKC, they did lose this game 92-80. It's the summer league. We're not putting much into that. It did feel weird to lose a game for once, though. After a great, a 14-loss season. But, yeah, they did lose tonight. I believe the next game is on Monday. They're still in Salt Lake in Utah. They'll be playing the Sixers. We'll see if VJ Edgecomb's playing. See who plays for OKC. I hope AJ keeps playing just to build his confidence. We've seen guys build their confidence in summer league and then come into the league and be good, especially for OKC. Chet was great in the summer league. Josh Giddey was good in the summer league and was, a solid player for OKC, obviously. I'm hoping AJ becomes one of those guys. I really am. It would be adding another scorer and ball handler to OKC's depth on the bench would just be a real problem for the league. It's probably something they need after the offseason that Denver had, after the offseason that Houston has had, and Dallas. So adding pieces without even having to, go out in free agency and get them or trade for them, it's putting OKC, at firm in that top spot in the West, and it's theirs for now as long as they play their game. But adding guys like that without even having to pay for it, that's why this team is so good. The extensions for Dub and Chet will be coming soon, so we'll get a feel of where their money's at. But if we could have AJ Mitchell for 3 years under the contract that he has, a very small contract, team friendly, and he's a player, OKC is going to be around a long time. I mean, they already are, but yeah. And then Hotspot saying, adding him with Wiggins, scorers off the bench would be great. Caruso off the bench, Jay Will off the bench. This team's going to win a lot of regular season games next year. Hotspot says, I'm hoping AJ becomes our 3-point sniper because we dropped the ball, not drafted. I don't want to say we dropped the ball. But I do believe AJ will add shooting off the bench. I don't know if he'll be a 3-point sniper. I think he's more of a creator and a playmaker, but that's another thing we need off the bench as well. So he could score, he could play make, and he seems very confident in himself to do so. I don't know which game it was earlier in the year before he got injured, but maybe it was the Knicks game in Madison Square Garden. He was really coming along. He was a top 5 rookie of the year candidate at one point, and now we see why. Hoping to get it, to see him get more run throughout this summer league. They will be in Vegas starting Thursday, I believe. Right now they're Utah. I don't even understand the summer league, but yeah. Vegas starts on Thursday. And we do know that Sorber's not playing summer league. We have AJ and Topic to look out for all, summer long. Alex Dukas got some run today. He's all right. He can shoot the ball a little bit, but the story is really more about AJ and Nikola Topic. Hotspot says, if anything, Joe will have to improve his 3-point shot and focus more on holding the ball longer and touch your shot. Yeah, I mean, Isaiah's still coming along. He was great in the regular season. We know who he is as a player, and we have a lot of good regular season depth on this team that could carry us to the 1 seed. We just have to see who we are, who we're going to be able to play in the playoffs consistently. And I'm hoping AJ could be one of those guys off the bench. Much needed ball handling off the bench. We don't need J-Dub to have to carry the first and second units as a ball handler outside of Shea, right? So adding AJ and maybe Topic. I still think he's got some time, but this team's going to be dangerous for a long time. Outside of that, I mean, Sorry about that. Outside of that, I don't see much, anything else that needs to be added right now. Um, just run it back. Hopefully, add AJ and Topic into this rotation a little bit. Try to get 2 in a row. That's really the goal here. We'll start, adding people if we don't win 2 in a row, which is very hard. I'm not saying we're going to, but for now, I mean, just for Thunder fans anyway, kick back, relax all summer. You get to watch AJ Mitchell if you want to in the summer league, Nikola Topic, and then get ready for the season because it's not too far away. October isn't too far away. But yeah, this week I would look out for the Dub and Chet extensions. I think they're going to be coming soon. We had our celebration and whatnot, and then we just got Shea extended. We do still have a player exception. I think it's like 14 million, but I don't know, who that could be. There's players. We'll break it down in the video soon, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to be anybody that impactful. Reggie on Instagram said we played terrible today. Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't expect anything. I don't really care for wins or losses in this, as long as our players that are going to be part of this team, or we want to be part of this team, play well. That's all that matters to me. And AJ played great. I know his expectations is he should be playing great, especially against this type of talent, but he answered the call today, so that's great. Topic looked good. Barnheiser on the two-way looked good. Yeah, and I mean, that's really it. I mentioned Alex Dukas. He had 6 points, 2 for 4 from 3. We know who he is. And then we got a couple did not play. Brandon Carlson didn't play today, which is, I know he's already got a 2-way contract, so maybe that's why. But he is on the summer league roster. I'd like to see him play. He's a fantastic player. But yeah, other than that, guys, just wanted to touch up on AJ Mitchell, Nikola Topic. Really, it was a lot of fun watching Mitchell and Topic play today, and I'm really excited to see how they progress along the summer, and then see, where they find themselves, if they find themselves in the rotation this coming season. But other than that, I appreciate everybody who tuned in. I'll keep updating, or we as a podcast will keep updating, after every game, if there's things to update, if AJ pops off, if Topic looks good, if we find some other talent, maybe hotspot. But we'll keep you guys updated, and we'll be continuing with our weekly videos. We've been putting out 3 to 4 weekly all summer long, so we'll keep you guys updated on everything. We'll also look for, keep you updated on everything free agency wise, trades that are still yet to be made. And then look out for our weekly videos. We're going to do, back to our Thursday, or we released them Friday videos, and drop some comments of what you'd like to see us talk about. Soon we're going to be having subscriber only videos. We'll come on, we'll do some live debates, but we'll get more into that soon. Other than that, AJ Mitchell, that's the names to look out for all summer long. Get excited, because I think he's going to be fantastic this year coming up. We will see you guys next time. If you haven't subscribed already to the channel, hit the subscribe button. It's free to do. And I will see you guys on Monday against the Sixers at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. Peace out.